What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. We'll focus in on the Edmonton Oilers struggling this season. No, this is not a broken record from any point over the last decade. Obviously, Edmonton was the trendy pick to win the Western Conference, and, rightfully so. They got the best player in the game, locked up. Him and Crosby are 1-1A. Let's just get that out of the way. They got him locked up over the summer. They got Draisaitl locked up over the summer, and you're saying to yourself, holy shit, this team's getting ready for some big time things, and they're going to take over the Western Conference. And you could have made an argument with me in July that they were even the best team in Alberta. That's just the bottom line. And unfortunately, well, this is where we're at right now. Edmonton is the second worst team in the West behind the Arizona Coyotes, and there's no immediate help on the horizon. I mean, last night's game against the St. Louis Blues was horrifically pathetic, to put it bluntly. 7-12-2, minus 19 goals against differential. They just are not the team that we thought they were. And I'm not going to sit around and say, oh, McDavid's got to step up. No, this goes bigger than McDavid. You've got a great player in number 97, my good friend, as evidenced by picture chose to use. You got a really, really good young player in Leon Draisaitl, and then the rest of the team is just kind of meh. It's not anything to write home about. And unfortunately, in a league where, having four pretty good lines is, kind of advantageous to your success, that's where we're at. And, you look at their lack of scoring. Meanwhile, Jordan Eberle and Taylor Hall are both in the New York metropolitan area. I could use one of those guys. And here's the thing with Chiarelli, and I'm afraid of this for Oilers fans, because the Oilers have two legitimate blue-chip prospects. They've got Jesse Puljujarvi, and they've got Kaiir Yamamoto in junior hockey. I am afraid for the Oilers that to put a Band-Aid on the broken leg that their team is and get out of some of their salary cap struggles, because, they've got as many bad contracts as anyone in the league. I mean, Lucic at $6 million a year, Chris Russell at $4 million a year. That's $10 million if my math is correct. It's not a sustainable level of success when you're paying those guys that much money for that lengthy a period of time. So, the way I look at it, Chiarelli is the kind of guy that would attach Puljujarvi in one of those contracts to, open up some cap space and get, a mediocre NHLer back. That's how he works. We've seen that before. Did it in Boston. Then, obviously the way Jettison, Taylor Hall, and Jordan Eberle out of town. It's kind of the wheels are similarly in motion in Edmonton. This is just not a good situation right now. This is not an ideal, not a good hockey team as they're playing right now. That's not a hot take. That's just the reality of it. I think, every Oilers fan would agree with me on that. And, we'll see what happens in, the next few weeks, because they're behind the 8 ball in a loaded Western Conference, and I got news for you. There are teams on the outside looking in of the playoff picture, whether it's Chicago or Minnesota, who I think can't turn it back on. San Jose is another one, but I mean Edmonton, they just look so horrible that it's like, well, what now? Where's the other shoe going to drop? And at the quarter point of the season, I'm not advocating firing Todd McClellan, because I don't think, I think he's trying to make the most out of what he has. But I think Peter Chiarelli needs to take a good, long, hard look in the mirror, because this is his doing. For all the help they needed on defense, they gave up a lot of offensive firepower, and they're railing because of it. And Cam Talbot's not repeating the success he had last year. There's other issues. They're just a fundamentally flawed team in their construction. So we'll see. And there's going to be even more issues this summer, because McDavid's salary goes from $925,000 to $12.5 million, and they've got some other areas to address. So I thought this was Edmonton's best chance to win it with this core, but we'll see. Anyway, that's all I got. Episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.